Hi everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Christy Rich and I decided to do a little impromptu Facebook Live today. So welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you can catch me during your busy work day today. Today I was on another group. I was asked to be a guest expert on Samantha's Dream, Visualize, Create Facebook group. And I thought it was a lot of good inspirational messages and information, so I thought I would bring it to my group too. So for those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is Christy Rich. This is my page. The Dancing Curtain is my business, and I am the dancing queen. I am your guide, I am your inspiration, I am a visibility and confidence coach for creative entrepreneurs. I'm all about spreading joy, I'm all about helping you to achieve your dreams, to showcase your talents, your joys, your passions, your mission, and to really get yourself out there so the people who need to know about you can find you easily. So again, I help you to boost your confidence and to grow your visibility through online videos and also do the inner work so that you shine. So thank you so much for watching my video today. My topic is an interesting one. It's Doubters Will Be Doubters, Believe in Yourself. So this is a very important topic. That's why I decided to bring it onto my page too, is that I know that this is something we all experience at some time in our lives. So I know, speaking on personal experience, I have encountered doubt every single stage of my life. My personal life, my business life, every single age just about, and it's hard, but you gotta keep on going. You gotta keep on following your dreams. So today I'm going to give some stories, I'm going to share some stories, I'm going to give some tips on what to do if you encounter doubt and fear from others. We have to acknowledge that it is fear. It's not coming from a place to hurt us, but it can still, wear us down. So let me just jump right in and share some stories. So I have, again, experienced doubt from a young age, so I'm going to go back to high school. Back in high school, I had the opportunity to go to a very good, prestigious college preparatory school. So it was a boarding school, and it was very difficult to get in, first of all. And then the teachers were fabulous. We got a really good, stellar education. So we had a lot of pressure on us to really excel in school, but also to get into really good colleges. So when I was a junior, I started really looking into colleges and researching them, and I had a lot of support from my family, so we went out and we went on to the college campuses, and I got a really clear idea of what kind of school I wanted to go to, what I wanted to major in, and how I could visualize my life as a college student. So we were all given a college guidance counselor to work with, and she was very diligent, doing research. And I was very diligent as well. So I came with a list to her of my schools that I was going to apply to. And I had about 8 or 9 schools, pretty good long list. And I said, this is where I want to go, this is where I'm going to apply. And she took one look at the list and she said, Christy, you can't apply to all these schools. And I said, why not? That's where I want to go. Is it too many? And she said, no, you don't have any safety schools. You got to have a safety school. Otherwise, what's going to happen? What if you don't get into college? So I was just, I was just dumbfounded. I was like, what are you talking about? Safety schools. This is where I want to go. And then she created a little list of schools that I should consider. So she said, take off 3 or 4 of these schools and put in these schools instead, just to make sure you have a safety school. You always have to have a safety. And that just didn't make any sense to me. That didn't make any sense to me because, one, I didn't want to go to those schools. I looked at those schools and I just couldn't visualize myself there. I could see myself at the schools that I researched and that I visited, and that felt right for me. So I had absolutely no desire to apply to the schools that she recommended. And in fact, I kept my list and I just applied to my schools, and I never included any safeties. So when I started applying and getting messages back, I got into just about all of my schools. So I was very, very happy. And she was surprised. She was dumbfounded. She was like, what? I can't believe you didn't apply to any of my schools that I recommended, but oh, phew, luckily you got into all your schools. That's pretty amazing. And I even got into my top pick, where I ended up going, University of Michigan, go Blue. And I got into so many other wonderful schools as well, all across the country and even Ivy League. So I really felt good that I trusted myself and that I believed in myself and that I could get into where I wanted to go and didn't have to succumb to that fear. So, hi Rachel, nice to see you here. Thanks for joining in. And so I want to share some other stories of how I have experienced doubt and how I've overcome them. So another big story of mine is that when I was in college, I developed a chronic illness. So thank you for the hearts. I was a very healthy person all of my life, and I loved going to school. I loved learning. I was very, very curious. But when I was in college, my junior year, I got very, very sick. And who's watching? Hi, Irene. How are you? Nice to see you. Where are you watching from? Please let me know. So when I was in college, I got very, very sick, and I didn't know what to do. Again, I'd never been sick. I mean, the only time I was sick I can remember at all in grade school was when I got the chicken pox. Otherwise, I went to school like every single day. So I wasn't the kind of kid that wanted to skip out or wanted to, do something with friends. Instead, I went to school. So in college, when I got sick, I didn't know what to do. I was in a whole new world. So I went to doctor after doctor, and nobody could find out what was wrong with me. I looked fine. All the tests came back fine. So they just said, oh, well, I think it's just depression. You're just depressed. And I said, I'm not depressed. I don't feel well. And then time went on, and then they said, okay, well, maybe you're stressed. Maybe it's just the pressure of everything. It's too much, and you just need to relax. You just need to have fun. And I said, no, there's something physically wrong with me. There's something physically wrong with my body. I know the difference between wanting to have fun and not feeling well. From Fort Myers, Florida. Wow. Oh, you heard my episode on Food Heals Nation. Wow, thank you. Thank you for continuing to follow me. That feels great. Thank you. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the story that I shared on Food Heals Nation. So again, I had a chronic illness for 15 years, which is a really long time. And it was debilitating. I couldn't get out of bed in the morning. I had trouble even having the energy to shower. For a long time, I wasn't able to work. I really struggled. I didn't have much of a social life, no dating life. It was just day to day, just trying to get through the day, really, get through the pain, just keep going, keep positive. And I've always been a very positive person, but when you're in pain every single day, it drains you. It does something completely different to you. It takes a lot of mind over matter to get over it. And the most difficult part for me was that I didn't feel supported around me. So to give an example of a doubter, I had a friend who I'd known for many, many years. She was a good friend of mine, but this chronic illness went on for many years. And I was very discouraged. I was very disappointed in my doctors that they weren't able to help me, that they weren't really trying to find the answer to what was the root, what was causing my illness. Instead, they were just saying, oh, I don't know, here, try this antidepressant, and oh, I don't know, just maybe acupuncture. Actually, they didn't really encourage acupuncture. I was the one who suggested that. But in any case, to make a long story short, because it is a long story, I don't want to get too much into it, I went to a friend one day and I said, oh, I'm really disappointed that my doctors aren't helping me, and I feel horrible. I have chronic, debilitating pain every single day, terrible headaches, insomnia, and just yada, yada, yada. I had a long, long list of symptoms that grew over time. And instead of her picking me up and being like, okay, Christy, I'm sorry, just keep trying. They're going to find the reason why you're sick, and you're going to get better. I know you are. I believe in you. Instead, she said to me, you know what, Christy? I just got to be real with you. You're not in your 20s anymore, and you're never going to feel again like you did in your 20s. She said, I am a mother. I have had 3 kids, and now I have lots of aches and pains, and I even have hip issues. I never had hip issues before, and I'm never going to feel again like I did in my 20s. So that's something that I have just accepted. So you're just going to have to accept this illness, and you're just going to have to accept where you are, and that you may never get better than where you are today. Oh, goodness, I cannot tell you how dumbfounded I was to get that advice from a very close friend. And this was not just, 6 months of not feeling well. This was not just a little aches and pains or a little problem with the knee. This was debilitating pain that I couldn't do simple tasks, like even sending an email was a chore, like really concentrate, and even watching a TV program, which are fluff these days, was like, I can't follow it. So for her to say, just accept it, I knew that was not the right advice for me. So I didn't give into it. I didn't believe that was going to be my fate, that I was going to be sick for the rest of my life. Another example, another story I'd like to share is with my doctor. So I had a doctor who was a primary care doctor for many, many years. He was a family doctor, and he was with this practice that had many other great doctors there, and I had been to them as well, but he had the best bedside manner. So I continued to go to him. So again, my illness lasted 15 years. I went to him many, many times. And finally, I think he just gave up. I think he finally said that there was nothing that he could do. So we had a little discussion, and he sat me down. He said, you know what, Christy? Similar to my friend, he's like, I just have to be honest with you that you are very sensitive. You just can't take things like other people. You cannot handle stress very well. And we've tried everything. We've really tried everything. So I just want to say that the best that you're going to have to hope for is that one day you will meet a man, and that he will love you and will want to marry you and take care of you, and that he will do everything for you. And you really don't handle stress very well, so you're just going to have to be away from the busy lifestyle in Northeast and move to an island somewhere and just have him take care of you for the rest of your life and just do everything you need, and you won't be able to work, you won't be able to have kids. This is the best you can ever hope for. Wow! Are you kidding me? Again, this was somebody who knew me very well, who had been my doctor for many years, and had the best bedside manner of anyone else in the practice. So I didn't expect this to come out of his mouth. So again, I knew this was not the right advice for me. I knew that I was not destined to be sick for the rest of my life. I knew that I was a confident, independent woman who was very positive, and that there was a root cause to why I got sick. I knew that there was a reason, because I wasn't sick all of my life, and I would find that reason. And if this doctor had given up on me, if this doctor didn't believe that I would ever be healthy again, he was not the doctor for me. So I stopped going to him. I didn't give in to that. And luckily, I went to another doctor and didn't give in to him, because I finally, after 15 years, found a doctor who was willing to do further tests to find the root cause. And it was something I could never have healed on my own. It's something that antidepressants would never have cured or fixed. I ended up having very high levels of heavy metals in my blood. And the levels were so high, they were off the charts, so the doctors had never seen such a case of both lead and mercury. So again, I am so glad that I didn't give in to that doctor who really doubted me and just told me to give up, or my friend who told me to just accept it. And I believed in myself, and then I believed in the power to heal myself. So that's another story, that I then set a goal that I would get well in 1 month, and that I would do research again and find alternative modalities to heal myself. So I got into meditation. I started meditating twice a day, every day, and I also started to incorporate food and supplements that were natural healers, that were natural chelating agents. So then, after being sick for 15 years, I got well in 1 month, all through the power of my research and my positivity and my mind. So I just want to, again, encourage you all to believe in yourself. If you feel something strongly, you got to go for that. You got to follow your dreams and follow your heart. So I want to give some tips that will help you. So how do you overcome the doubters, right? We all experience them, the naysayers, the critics. Number one, block out the noise. It's just noise. It's just fear. It's just noise. It's not the truth. So just block it out. Don't listen to it. Number two, trust your intuition and your heart, right? Your heart is what I consider the most intelligent part of the body. Many people think it's the brain, that the brain is the most intelligent part of us, and we have to really study and work really hard and be analytical. No, it's really the heart. The heart is where the soul lives. The heart is where we feel compassion. The heart is where we know what's right for us, right? So you got to really listen to your heart. Number three, follow your dreams. What gets you excited? What gets you pumped? And think of that instead of what makes you feel small. Okay, I'm going to go back to this in a second because I think it's very, very important. This is how we excel, is if we follow our dreams, okay? Number four, take action. We always have to take action. It's not just wishful thinking and things happen, but take action. And number five, trust that you made the right decision, right? Trust. Trust is something that's very hard for a lot of us. It's very hard to just believe and trust if we don't see the results right away, but that's when it's even more crucial. Trust. Trust, believe in yourself, and always remember that no one else knows all the details in your life. No one else knows your story. So even though you may share bits and pieces, nobody lives the day-to-day details. So trust and believe in yourself, and trust that you made the right decision. Okay, so I want to give one simple exercise that you can do to practice anytime you are experiencing doubters. And this is really going to help you with your intuition. So I just said that I believe that the heart is the most important part of our body, but also I really believe in our third eye, which really helps us to connect with our inner knowledge and our intuition. Okay, so this simple exercise is something you can do at any time. So it's something you can do when you get a negative comment on a blog or on a Facebook post, or if you're in person having a conversation with somebody or on the phone. You want to get in touch with your feelings, right? This is something that people don't always encourage, but you want to feel, okay? Somebody says something to you, how do you feel? How does it make you feel? So for instance, with my friend who said, you're just going to have to accept you're going to be sick for the rest of your life, how'd that make me feel? Lousy. How did it make me feel to even visualize me being sick and not able to work, not able to date? Lousy. You know, so you want to feel, does it make you feel heavy? Does it make you feel confused? Does it make you feel lousy? Small? Does it make you feel small? Or does it make you feel expansive? Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel excited and bright and light, inspired? Okay, and also keep in mind that sometimes people will give constructive feedback, and it may be something that you didn't think they were going to say, or that may, not feel right at the moment, but you also want to think, is this constructive feedback or is it fear? If it's fear, it's not helpful to you. But if it's constructive feedback, that if you expand your mind and allow to take this different idea, that it will change your perception, then that's something that could be helpful to you later on. So it's not necessarily a doubter, but a different perspective. So those are okay if you're going to grow, if you're going to expand your mind, then that's good. But if it's going to keep you small, if it's going to keep you away from following your dreams and your ambitions, that's never good. So it's something you can easily do at any time. Does this make me feel good? Does this make me feel expansive? Or does this make me feel small? Does this make me feel angry? Okay? And once you figure out which it is, you don't have to react. You don't have to then get mad at somebody and say, oh, you're just so fearful, and oh, you're just so wrong, and this made me feel so bad. I mean, it is good to communicate, but just keep in mind, you don't have to be reactionary. You can just know. You can just go inward and follow your heart, follow your intuition, and know. So again, it's so important, and I encourage all of you to follow your dreams. That's what we're here for, to follow our dreams, to follow our joy. And sometimes it gets a little cloudy. It gets a little hard to know what our passions and our dreams are, right? But the more you listen to your heart, the more you listen to your intuition, the clearer it will be, okay? And not only that, but the more you trust your intuition and your heart, the more people are going to see you in a different light. They're going to see you as being courageous. They're going to see you as being the light. They're going to see you as being confident, inspirational. They're going to see you as brave, as a risk taker. So just one more story. I decided to move to California several years ago. Oh, thank you so much for all the hearts. I love all the hearts. Oh, you guys are great. Sending you love back. So one quick story I want to share, so I don't take all of your morning away, is that I decided to move to California several years ago. And this was after I had been, oh, more hearts, thank you. This is after I had been sick for 15 years, okay? So I'd been through, you know, a big ordeal, a lot of pain, emotional pain, physical pain, and just feeling stuck. So once I healed myself, once I got well, then I said, okay, Christy, the sky's the limit. You don't have to live in Connecticut anymore. You don't have to be here where everyone remembers you as being the sick girl. You can do anything. So then I had a dream one night, and it was of San Francisco. And it was so positive, and it was so happy that I decided to move there. I literally decided to follow my dreams. So I started telling my friends and family that I was going to move to California. And I didn't have a job. I didn't have friends or family there. I barely even knew San Francisco. But I said, this is where I want to go. This is me following my intuition. My dreams are very intuitive. Sometimes they're prophecies. So I said, I'm going to go. I'm going to do it. And yes, I got the doubters, right? I got the doubters, you know, my family saying, but your family's here. All your support is here. What are you doing? And some people said, oh, well, go and have fun. You just need a little vacation after all you've been through, but you'll be back in 3 months. And then there was the other camp of people who perhaps didn't know me as well, but they heard my story and they said, wow, you are so brave. You are so courageous. And I was just so surprised. I was so surprised to know the exact same story, telling people I'm moving to California and it's a big leap of faith. And I got some people say, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. And other people say, wow, you're brave. And I could never do that. And for me, I was like, no, it's just following my heart. Is it brave? Is it brave to follow your heart? But I think some people think it is brave to follow your heart because so many of us don't. We want that outside validation. We want to know before it happens that it's going to be okay. But I just knew that it felt right. So going back to the feelings, does it feel good? Does it feel expansive? Does it feel exciting? Or does it make me feel small? No, it made me feel so shiny and bright to go to California. And I ended up living there for 3.5 years. So it was not 3 months. So again, I just want to encourage all of you to follow your dreams, to shine your light, follow your passions, and don't let these doubters get to you. Don't let these doubters hold you down from following your dreams. You know what's right inside. You know what you want to achieve, and you can do it. You can do it. And you just need a cheerleader. You just need some support. So if I can be of assistance, if I can support you, I would love to support you in any way that I can. Again, I'm here in Ridgefield, Connecticut for anyone who wants to meet me in person, and would love to have you as a client. Again, I'm a visibility and confidence coach for creative entrepreneurs, so I can help you with your creative life, and I can help you just with your inner world, just boosting your confidence and making sure you get out there and follow your dreams. So let me know if you've enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have any questions. I will go and, oh, so many hearts. I love you guys. I will circle back and check and see if there's any questions, any comments. And you know what? Let me know what your dreams are. If anybody feels like sharing, this is a supportive group, and I will encourage you and support you as well. So if you want to share any dreams that you have of anything you'd like to do in the future, just go ahead and put it in the comments, you know? If you feel like sharing. I know it can be a little vulnerable. But in any case, again, if I can be your cheerleader, if I can be your guide in any way, feel free to reach out to me, and you can even set up a free discovery call. I do those for free just to see how I can support you. You can go to my website. It's www.thedancingcurtain.com. And if you'd like to set up your free discovery call, all you need to do is go to www.thedancingcurtain.com/workwithme. So it's on the Work With Me page, and then you can click on my calendar and we can chat. We can get chatting to get your dreams out into the world. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much. If you want to share this video, again, I would be delighted. But I really wish you the best. I wish you a very happy summer. And yeah, have a great day. Bye, everyone. Take care.